What if I told you that you are only using a fraction of your true potential? That the person you see in the mirror is just a shadow of who you could really be? This is the story of David Goggins, a man who transformed himself from a depressed, overweight cockroach sprayer into the toughest man on the planet. This documentary is a deep dive into the philosophy of suffering. It is a roadmap for those who want to callous their minds and break the chains of mediocrity. To understand the warrior, you must first understand the scars. David Goggins was not born a hero. He was born into a world of pain and fear. Under the roof of a tyrannical father, he learned the meaning of survival. His childhood was not about playgrounds. It was about avoiding the next blow. Every night was a gamble. Every footstep in the hallway was a potential threat. This was the forge where his early resilience, born of necessity, was first lit. Leaving that house with his mother was his first victory. But freedom didn't mean peace. He carried the trauma in his bones, a weight heavier than any ruck. In school, he struggled. Learning disabilities and the constant stress of his past made him feel stupid. He felt like he was falling through the cracks. He learned to wear a mask. He acted tough to hide the fact that he was terrified and felt inadequate. He was living a lie to survive. Years later, he was 24 years old, weighing nearly 300 pounds, and spending his nights spraying for cockroaches. He had become exactly what he feared. His life was a cycle of cheap food and dead-end work. He was a man with zero hope, just waiting for the clock to run out on a life he hated. One night, everything changed. He saw a documentary on the Navy SEALs. He saw men who embraced the very pain he was trying to hide from. He realized he was a coward. And in that moment of brutal honesty, he decided he would rather die trying to be one of them than live another day as himself. But there was a problem. He had to lose 100 pounds in 3 months just to get a chance. No trainer, no special diet, just pure, unmitigated suffering. His mornings began while the rest of the world slept. He ran until he bled. He biked until his legs gave out. He became a student of pain. This was when he invented the accountability mirror. He didn't tell himself he was enough. He told himself he was fat, lazy, and a liar. And then he fixed it. The weight fell off. Not because of a hack, but because he stopped negotiating with his brain. He learned that the mind is the ultimate governor. He made it to Navy SEAL training, but the suffering was just beginning. BUD/S is designed to break the human spirit. Most people ring the bell. Goggins wouldn't. Hell Week, 5.5 days of no sleep, constant cold, and physical torture. It's where the 40% rule was truly put to the test. He suffered stress fractures in both legs. He was told to quit. Instead, he duct-taped his legs and kept running. He was taking the souls of the instructors. Taking souls means performing so well when everyone else is suffering that you break the spirit of those watching you. You become the hammer. Against all odds, he became a Navy SEAL. But for Goggins, a finish line is just the beginning of another race. He was just getting warmed up. He went on to Ranger School and Air Force Tactical Air Control Party training. He became the only man to complete all three. But the ultimate test was still ahead. To raise money for fallen comrades, he entered the world of ultra-marathons. Without training, he decided to run 100 miles in 24 hours. By mile 70, his body was failing. He was urinating blood. His kidneys were shutting down. He was in the heart of the darkness he had spent his life avoiding. This is when he accessed the cookie jar, a mental repository of all his past victories. He reminded himself of every time he had suffered and won. He finished those 100 miles, not with his legs, but with his mind. He proved once and for all that the body's limits are just illusions created by the brain. The 40% rule isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a biological reality. Your brain is a survival machine. Its job is to keep you safe and comfortable. To reach your true potential, you must learn to bypass that survival mechanism. You must learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You callous your mind just like you callous your hands, by friction, by doing things that suck every single day, without fail. People ask how he stays motivated. He doesn't. Motivation is for those who aren't serious. Discipline is for those who want to be great. To take souls is to dominate the environment. It's about being so prepared and so resilient that your performance demoralizes your competition. When everyone else is looking for an exit, you are looking for more work. That is how you gain the psychological edge. You become the one they fear. Goggins did this to his instructors at BUD/S. While they were trying to break him, he was smiling. He was taking their souls by showing them they couldn't touch his spirit. This leads to the armored mind. You don't just hope for a good day, You build a mind that can withstand the worst days imaginable. Visualization isn't about dreaming of success. It's about visualizing every possible failure and disaster, so when they happen, you are already ready. In 2013, Goggins set out to break the world record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours. This wasn't about fitness, it was about the limit of the human soul. The first attempt was a disaster. His hands were shredded and his muscles were failing. He had to stop. Most people would have quit forever. The second attempt also failed. His body was literally breaking down. He was facing the ultimate test of his own philosophy. Does failure define you, or do you define it? On the third attempt, he did it. 4,030 pull-ups in 17 hours. He didn't have the best genetics or the best equipment. He just had a mind that refused to accept no. The cost was immense, but the reward was a level of self-knowledge that few ever reach. He knew exactly what he was made of. Goggins believes that talent is the most overrated thing in the world. Hard work and discipline will beat talent every single time talent fails to work. You have to be a grinder, someone who is willing to do the boring, repetitive, painful work that others find beneath them. That is how you win. He schedules his life down to the minute. If you don't control your time will control you. Every second is an opportunity for discipline. He strives to be uncommon amongst uncommon. It's not enough to be good. You must strive to be the best version of yourself, regardless of the competition. Failure isn't something to avoid. It's the most powerful fuel you have. Every failure is a data point that shows you where you need to improve. You must own your failures. Stop blaming your parents, your boss, or the world. You are where you are because of your choices. Change your choices, change your life. The cookie jar is your mental vault of every struggle you've overcome. It's the reminder of who you are when your mind tries to tell you who you aren't. When you hit the wall, you reach in. You pull out that memory of Hell Week, of that failed attempt, of every time you refuse to quit. That is your power. Most of us stop at 40% of our capability. Mastery is about pushing past the governor in your brain that is trying to keep you safe. Your brain is lying to you. It's a survival mechanism designed to keep you comfortable. To grow, you must learn to ignore its screams for comfort. This journey isn't about running marathons or doing pull-ups. It's about the relentless pursuit of self-mastery. It's about being the hero of your own story. If this story moved you, don't just walk away. Take action. Subscribe to Wealth Entertainment 21 and commit to your own transformation today. Your mind quits before your body. Don't let it. Go out there and get after it. Stay hard. Motivation is like a fair-weather friend. It's there when the sun is out, but it disappears when the storm hits. If you rely on it, you will fail. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a fact. When you don't feel like doing the work, that is precisely when the work matters most. That is when you build the man. After the SEALs, Goggins didn't look for a comfortable retirement. He became a wildland firefighter and a smoke jumper. He sought out the fire because he belongs in the heat. Fighting fires in the wilderness is BUD/S all over again. It's about endurance, precision, and the ability to function when your body is screaming for oxygen. His second book, Never Finished, is the sequel to his life. It's the realization that there is no final destination in self-improvement. There is only the next level. We live in a world of comparison. We look at others' highlight reels and feel inadequate. Goggins teaches us that the only person you are in competition with is yourself. When you stop looking at the person in the lane next to you, you find the speed to win your own race. Your potential is not determined by their progress. You don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to be 1% better than you were yesterday. Compounding discipline is the most powerful force on earth. Start a discomfort log. Write down one thing you hate doing and do it every day. It could be a cold shower, a 4 a.m. run, or a difficult conversation. Build the callus. Use the accountability mirror every morning. No filters, no excuses. If you're lazy, say it. Then go work so you don't have to say it tomorrow. At the height of his physical prowess, Goggins discovered a secret his body had been hiding. A hole in his heart, a condition called ASD. He had been performing as an elite athlete with half a heart. Doctors told him it was a miracle he was alive, let alone a SEAL. This news would have broken most people. To Goggins, it was just another obstacle to be calloused. He underwent 2 heart surgeries. The recovery was slow, painful, and frustrating. For a man defined by movement, being still was the ultimate torture. But he didn't just return, he evolved. He used the time to study his own mind, to further strengthen the armored mind that had already taken him so far. Badwater 135. 135 miles through Death Valley in 120-degree heat. This is widely considered the toughest foot race in the world. Goggins didn't just run it, he conquered it. The heat is so intense it melts the soles of your shoes. Your lungs feel like they are on fire. In this hell, Goggins found his most profound truths. By mile 100, the body is finished. The only thing left is the mind. He went into the dark room of his psyche and found the strength to push through the impossible. Finishing Badwater wasn't about the medal, it was about proving that the human spirit is an inexhaustible resource if you have the courage to tap into it. Goggins views his life as a construction project. He is the architect, the engineer, and the laborer. Every day is a brick laid in the foundation of his character. If you don't design your day, someone else will. Goggins audits his time like a forensic accountant. He knows exactly where every minute of his effort is going. He has a no-negotiation rule with his brain. When the alarm goes off, there is no debate. The decision was already made the night before. The action is automatic. The warrior path is not a destination. It is a way of being. It's the constant choice to take the harder path, to seek out the friction that sharpens the blade. Being uncommon means being misunderstood. It means being lonely at the top. But that loneliness is the price of admission to a life that most only dream of. In the heart of the most intense physical suffering, Goggins finds a strange, profound peace. It is the peace of knowing he is giving everything he has. His legacy isn't his medals or records. It's the millions of people who have found their own strength through his story. He is the spark that lights their fire. To be the master of yourself is the only true power. It is the ability to dictate your own response to any challenge life throws your way. You are unbreakable. Taking souls isn't just for BUD/S. It's for the boardroom, the classroom, and the gym. It's about outworking everyone so thoroughly that they question their own effort. When you are at your best while others are struggling, you aren't just winning, you are dominating. You are proving that your mind is on a level they haven't even glimpsed. You build your cookie jar by winning the small battles. Every time you do what you said you would do, you add a cookie. These are your weapons for the dark times. In your worst moments, when the mind is trying to quit, you reach in. You remember that you are the person who finished that marathon, who lost that weight, who survived that failure. When life hits you with a real crisis, that is when the 40% rule matters most. Your brain will tell you that you can't take anymore. It is lying to you. You have reserve tank you haven't even touched. Push through the first wall of pain, and you'll find a clarity and a strength that most people never experience. The accountability mirror isn't a one-time thing. It's a daily ritual. It's the place where you audit your soul and refuse to accept anything less than your best. Own your shit. Every failure, every insecurity, every weakness. When you own it, you control it. And when you control it, you can change it. Callousing the mind requires daily friction. Seek out the things that make you uncomfortable. Do the work when you are tired, hungry, and unmotivated. Friction is the only way to get sharp. If you aren't feeling the burn of discipline, you are softening. Stay in the fire. Stay hard. To be uncommon amongst uncommon is a lonely path, but it is the only path to greatness. It means refusing to settle for the standards of society. Your standard must be your own. Don't look at the person next to you. Look at the person you were yesterday. Be better every single day. Mental toughness isn't just about the big moments. It's about the details. Goggins audits his life with surgical precision, looking for the tiny leaks of discipline that sink the ship. David Goggins' story is a testament to the power of the human will. It is a reminder that no matter where you start, you have the power to redefine your end. When you are operating at the limit, a 1% margin of error can be the difference between victory and catastrophe. You must sweat the small stuff. Your potential is infinite. The only thing standing in your way is the lies your brain tells you. Stop listening. Start working. Stay hard. Greatness requires a lot of no. No to the parties, no to the easy food, no to the distractions. Every no to mediocrity is a yes to your potential. Thank you for watching this Wealth Entertainment 21 presentation. If you are ready to build an unbreakable mind, subscribe and join our community of warriors. You have to protect your focus like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Silence the noise of the world so you can hear the truth of your own soul. The path Goggins walks is a lonely one. Most people won't understand your obsession. They will try to pull you back to their level of comfort. You must let them go. Sometimes you have to be a tribe of one. You have to be your own coach, your own fan, and your own critic. That is where the ultimate strength is found. Sometimes you have to be a tribe of one. You have to be your own coach, your own fan, and your own critic. That is where the ultimate strength is found. Treat your life as a laboratory. Test your limits, record the data, and adjust your strategy. You are the scientist of your own evolution. When you break, don't just feel bad. Analyze why you broke. What was the thought process? What was the physical trigger? Use the failure to build a better machine. The second wind isn't luck, it's a skill. It's the ability to find a new source of energy when you are mathematically and biologically empty. There is an energy source deep inside you that only unlocks when you refuse to quit. It is the primal survival fire that Goggins lives by. The after-action report is where you find the truth. You must audit your performance without emotion. What went right? What went wrong? And how will you fix it? The AAR doesn't care about your feelings. It only cares about the results. If you failed, own it. If you were soft, admit it. That is the only way to evolve. Use the data from your failures to adjust your course. Don't repeat the same mistakes. Build a better strategy for the next battle. Evolution is constant. The dark room is the place inside your mind where your worst fears and insecurities live. Most people spend their lives running from it. Goggins lives there. In the dark room, you face your demons. You look at every trauma and every weakness, and you tell them they have no power over you. You own the darkness. When you win the war within, the external world loses its ability to hurt you. You become the master of your own mental territory. Unbreakable. Strength isn't just for you, it's a responsibility. When you become a warrior, you inspire others to find the warrior inside themselves. You lead by example. Your discipline has a ripple effect. It changes your family, your community, and everyone who sees you work. Your struggle becomes their strength. Goggins is an eternal student. He never feels he has arrived. The moment you think you're done, you're dead. Keep searching for the next lesson in suffering. There is always another mountain. There is always a harder path. The joy isn't in the summit, it's in the climb. It's in the relentless pursuit of more. The path of the Stoic warrior is one of internal stillness amidst external chaos. You cannot control life, but you can control your response to it. That is freedom. David Goggins didn't just write a book. He gave us a blueprint for the human spirit. Now it's your turn. Get out there. Do the work. Stay hard. You don't just read the manifesto, you live it. Every choice you make, from what you eat to how you train, is a reflection of your commitment to greatness. Mastering the mental governor requires advanced techniques. You must learn to disassociate from the physical sensation of pain and focus entirely on the mission. Identify your pivot point, the exact moment your mind starts to negotiate. That is the moment you must strike. That is where the 40% becomes 100. In the real world, taking souls looks like preparation. It's being the person who has done the most research, who is the most composed, and who refuses to be rattled. Dominance isn't loud. It's a quiet, unshakable confidence that comes from knowing you have suffered more than anyone else in the room. You are the benchmark. Let's do a mirror workshop. Write down your biggest fear. Now write down the one thing you must do to face it. This is your mission for tomorrow. The honesty audit is brutal. It requires you to look at your failures without any filters. If you lied to yourself, admit it. Then, commit to the truth. Advanced mind callousing involves layers of discomfort, fasting, cold exposure, and intense physical labor. This is how you build a mind that is truly impenetrable. Don't just seek one discomfort, layer them. The more friction you create, the harder the callus becomes. You are building a psychological suit of armor. Your cookie jar is a strategic asset. Use it deliberately. When you feel a wave of self-doubt, pull out a victory. Remind your brain who the hell you are. Past wins create momentum. Every cookie you add makes the next one easier to earn. Success is a habit, just like discipline. Keep building the pile. The future is a blank canvas for your discipline. Goggins's philosophy of never finished means you are always in the first mile of a 1,000-mile race. Your potential has no horizon. Every time you reach a peak, a new range of possibilities appears. The only limit is the one you accept. Refuse to stop. We end where we began, with the manifesto. This is your life. This is your struggle. This is your victory. Own it. Live it. Be the warrior. At Wealth Entertainment 21, we believe in the power of the human spirit. We are here to provide the fuel for your transformation. Subscribe and let's win together. Your mind quits before your body. Now you know the truth. Go out there and get after it. Stay hard.